6, I think. Whatever. We already did this part. Whatever. Okay.
206. Yep.
Yeah. Part 2.
Part 2.
Part 1 talked about the Nintendo Direct. I was talking about how I felt about the showcase. And Kevin, I was asking you, how do you feel? What would you guys give the Nintendo Direct a rating of?
Oh.
9.
9. Wow. Okay. Desinoto, what would you give the rating to the Nintendo Direct?
Oh my god. Oh. Sorry, I'm watching what Kevin said in the chat.
That is great. I'll hold on the podcast. So go ahead and continue watching the video.
Oh, he threw the microwave. What
Wait.
Oh my god. And then it drove over coconut blow. Oh, and then the message. That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Oh my god. Because people leave me those messages all the time, everywhere.
Yep.
Half of it's trolling, half of it's not. Like, and you never know.
Alright. I guess back to this.
All right.
What's your review?
Desinoto, what are you giving this?
You know, if they had Prime 2 and 3 remastered here, I'd give it a 10, but I think it's an 8.
Okay. Personal rating of 4. In regards to like presentation and everything and all the games, if you're a Nintendo fan, a 7. It wasn't. It's whatever. But yeah, overall, I think solid showcase. If you're a Nintendo fan and you like Nintendo stuff and you're getting that. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't think there was anything like a huge surprise, for me. Like, even for people, I think the Zelda game was a surprise for people, but at the same time, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't follow it enough to know what's a surprise or not from Nintendo.
Yeah,
if they've announced any of these before, I mean.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, the Zelda game definitely was not announced. The Mario game definitely was not announced, or leaked.
Okay,
Mario Party as well, I don't think was.
Mario Party, but
That's what I was questioning.
everyone assumed that they were making a Mario Party. That's the thing.
Oh, sure.
There's a lot of things I'm not shocked about with Nintendo, because I literally expect them to be making the things, because they've literally made the same things for like 30 years, which is not a diss against Nintendo. They just they have found franchises that work and they innovate on them all the time, and they pump them out because they know that's what people like and they want, and they're fucking killing it. So I have almost the same mindset as Genesis, except I'm more positive. Okay, you mentioned the thing about layoffs. They don't generally lay off people. That's correct. They also don't own a lot of studios. A lot of the studios they use are not like in-house studios, but they literally only work with Nintendo, some of them. So they own like parts of them, or they just have great contracts with them. It's just how Japanese business works. It's kind of old school a little bit.
Yeah.
Sony's become more westernized in that regard. That's why they go through some layoffs and shit, which sucks. Terrible. But at the same time, like Nintendo, they're always killing it. They're number one. They're doing their own thing always, and they're always, there. To be a Nintendo fan, I would love to be, but at the same time, they don't have trophies, and I do not want a mobile video game console. I've never used my Switch. I've only used my Switch not docked once, and I was in my living room, and I was like, this is uncomfortable to hold. So, and then I put it down on the little panel thing that holds it up, and then I just played that way with my wireless GameCube controller. The rest of the time is I always played it docked. But yeah, solid show overall, I'd say. Just not for me personally.
Yeah.
Okay. What is there anything else we need to talk about? Do we have any other topics?
Mid-subject of something, but I don't remember what it was.
Just know what you're mid-subject about. Is it a subject you're mid about, or were you in the middle of a subject? We have to clarify that now.
I was in the middle of it.
Oh, okay.
And then you disconnected.
He kept going, and then it's like 5 minutes after it was like, oh, Adam left. We're like, oh, yeah. That means episode's done.
I'll tell you what, from my perspective, it said Kevin left, and I was like, son of a bitch, what the fuck, Kevin? Hello? What happened? And then I looked, and it said you guys were gone. And then I looked up, and my my Wi-Fi thing, it has a blue light, and I looked up, and it was just a red light, and I was like, that's not good. And then I tried on my phone, and it was like, hey, I'm not alive. So I sent a text through Telegram, and then it wasn't sending, and I was like, oh, let me turn my Wi-Fi off. So then I sent it, turned my Wi-Fi back on, and then I was like, wow, they're not even texting me back. And then I was like, well, hold on, let me turn it off again. And then all of a sudden I got 3 texts in a row. And then I tried to set up my hotspot, and my PlayStation was like, hey, love a hotspot. We can recognize this. And then I was like, oh, cool, you can connect to it. And they were like, no can do, man, no can do. So I was like, okay, let me try again. So then I tried like 3 more times, and then it was like, hey, man, you're connected. You got good strength here. And I was like, cool. And I was like, let me get back in that party. And it was like, that party doesn't exist. I'm like, pretty sure it does. And it said the party was 2 hours old, started by Kevin. And I was like, yeah, that one. And I would click into it, and it would go, no party here. So then I used my phone to check the PlayStation app, and I'm like, the party's still going on. And then I got your text being like, hey, are we done? Are we calling this? And I'm like, there's no way they called it this fast. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about, PlayStation? And then I went to the party screen, and it said try again. So I hit try again, and then it was like, that hotspot, no can do. Can't connect to that anymore. And I was like, okay. And then I looked up, and I saw my Wi-Fi tower as blue again, and I was like, okay, let me just switch over. But at that point, it said the party was back. And I was like, okay, let me get in this party. And then it said I was in the party, and then it crossed both of you off and said, no can do, can't talk to them. And I was like, okay, let me just switch to Spectrum real quick. So I did. And then I joined, and then you guys were talking, and that was it. So my hotspot, great signal. PlayStation, not about it. No idea why. But, yeah. So, okay, what was your topic, Tessinoda?
Well, I'll keep it a little brief. It was just about the logo change. And the fact that when they restarted development in 2019, that was after they showed the first logo, which was in 2017, I believe.
Wild.
Where it had Metroid Prime, and then had a big 4, and the 4 was a blue and a black 4 with like blue like wave going around it. And I'm thinking now that it was weird because Prime 3 signified the end of Phazon, which was the toxic element that pretty much was in the first 3 games as like the main problem you have to like get rid of and solve and fight back against, because that's how Dark Samus spawned. That's how the space pirates had all this advanced weaponry, and they were able to mutate into these giant life forms. And so the logo change, right? It's purple now. It's no longer blue. We have left Phazon, and it really does show that they went back and did everything they needed to make a completely new story. I'm assuming because Phazon's gone. And there's no relevance that I noticed to the previous games in terms of like the whole Phazon thing, but they completely went back. They have a whole new fucking story, and it shows with just this logo, just the logo, the whole purple scheme, and this weird metallic spherical orb structure.
Yeah, what is that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I was watching some analysis things on YouTube earlier, and somebody pointed out about like midway through the trailer when Samus enters the actual lab of the Federation, you see a couple of Federation dudes wheeling out this thing on like one of those push carts. I guess away from the space pirates, because I'm pretty sure they want to try and take it. And that thing on the cart looked like the thing that's behind the Metroid Prime 4 logo, the metal spherical thing. So I don't know. It could be this device that they want that Silex wants to steal and use for his own purposes, and maybe that's what this whole I don't know if that's specifically what this whole game's about. Maybe it has a part in the logo.
See, now I'll tell you what I thought it was for a second. When I saw it, I was like, oh, that looks like an atom that was like crushed and hardened.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard
That's
that
what
too. Or like
the
like a
shape
black
reminded me of.
hole, or like
Yeah,
a star.
or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it looks cool though.
yeah, it's
It
neat.
looks very
Again, I really like the
they
purple and the beyond.
yeah.
Makes it feel spacey.
Yeah, so they started the subtitles with two, and I they didn't have a subtitle with the old logo either. It was just Metroid Prime 4, and that was it.
Yeah.
Um,
Doesn't
so
sound like
yeah,
they
I
really had a
think
game when they announced Metroid Prime 4, though, to be honest.
yeah, they either didn't have a solid idea of what they wanted to do, or they just like, got a quarter way in and they were like, guys, this is not working. We need to go back to Retro Studios
Plus,
and talk to them because they know how to make these games. And
yeah.
whoever the fuck they had, if it was Bandai Namco, if it was whoever the fuck it was, I don't remember who it was, Team Ninja or somebody they had making that fourth game. They followed that quote from what's his face? Um, who said the thing about the game being like the game always being bad?
Oh, that outdated quote? Miyazaki or
Yeah.
what? Whoever? I don't know. A
um,
rush game is never good, or is bad forever, or whatever the fuck it
a
is.
delayed game will eventually be good. A bad game is bad forever.
Yeah, completely incorrect.
Well, they followed that here. And I think it's going in the right direction now.
Yeah, I agree that it looks like it's heading in the right direction. I'm excited
It
for you.
has a direction and it
There's a
has
part of me
everything that
that
made
wants it to
Prime
come out and
Prime.
be like a 2, but I really hope it's a good game for you. You know what I mean?
You said a 2?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's a part of me that
Please.
I want this to come out and people are like, wow,
Oh,
I'd rather play
please.
Gollum.
Oh
But then
my
also,
god.
like, you know,
I'd be
it's a
crushed.
small part, but it is a part that exists in me. It's how I feel about every game that comes out. Like, there's a part of me that any game I want to play comes out and it's just the biggest piece of garbage because I think it'd just be funny. Like, wouldn't it be funny if this thing I've waited years for is just awful?
Oh my
It
god.
happened with the DC movies for a while. Still going on, some would say. But,
Oh.
there's some good ones. All right. Cool. Yeah. We'll see more of that game.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
want to see
later
what
this
this
year.
purple element is. Whatever the purple thing is that they're showcasing.
Get some details, and then the game
Yeah,
will come out. Hopefully, pretty early next year.
hopefully.
All right. Cool. Anything else anybody wants to
They
talk about?
announced some like sort of collector's edition
Oh, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they'll announce.
because they really haven't for any of the games except for like the remake of Metroid 2.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know
this
why.
is a big one, so maybe.
This is a big one.
You just get a
I hope they
ball that's
saw it
painted Samus's colors.
was. Honestly,
It's like a
I'd love that.
like a dodgeball.
Yeah, give
Oh,
me a ball.
does it make the noise?
Oh
Sure.
my god, give me a.
Give me a ball.
The void noise. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Pew, woo, woo, woo. See, I don't. I don't, and that was my guess, but we don't have to answer if it was correct. All right. Anything else anybody wants to talk about?
Prime 4.
I'll just mention Wonder Woman concept art leaked. Genesis was like, "Are we sure this is real? It looks like it was thrown together by someone." Yes. First of all, how dare you? I was gonna yell at him about this today. But since he's not here, I'll just yell at him on the internet when he won't know. He thinks I wouldn't check shit before I send it. Come on now. Also,
I never do.
I know you don't, but me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But like, also, he said it looks like somebody threw this together. What is done? What is a marketing thing that's not thrown together by somebody? You know what I mean? Somebody's always throwing something together. Literally, it has to be done. But whatever. I know what he meant, but at the same time, calling me out. Fuck you.
Ooh.
Fuck you. Piece of shit.
I like it.
This is why I infected his family.
Oh, interesting.
It was me, James. I'm the author of your pain. Yeah, concept art came out. Looks like it takes place mostly on Themyscira. You're fighting like animal monsters because of Sarah or whatever the hell her name is. It doesn't really matter. Nemesis system, everybody knows, single player, open world. Could be cool. So, more Wolverine gameplay leaked. Don't look at that because it's part of hacking. It's bad. Wait for Insomniac to actually reveal the game, and then we'll talk about it. So, I don't think I have anything else. Kevin, got anything?
No, I think I'm all good.
Destinota, you got anything?
Nope. Just gotta wait.
Just gotta hey. That's all we do here is wait. You know.
Yep, that's all. Yep.
Again, pretty stacked 2024 with some games. You know, Kevin and I are excited for Outlaws. I got Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
I got Astrobot, and I got Lego Horizon Adventures. I got 4 games. In 3 of them are a definite day one.
Outlaws and Black Ops 6. And I feel like there's another game too, but I don't remember what it is.
Lego Horizon Adventures. You forgot about that?
Quite possibly. So then another game on top of that.
Oh, and then don't forget about Astrobot.
No.
You piece of shit.
I think that's this year, right?
I'll get Astrobot because I actually really enjoyed that presentation.
Did you play Playroom?
No.
What the Playroom?
I didn't either.
No, I know that, but like he's saying he wants to get
it.
Yeah, play Playroom first. Give that a shot.
I'll play it. Yeah.
Kevin, you should play it too. It's really good. But if you're not interested, you're not interested. So that's fine. But yeah, we got Outlaws. I'm excited about. That's August. Then September I got Astrobot, and then I got Lego sometime in holiday.
A whole podcast?
Well, Outlaws.
Yeah.
That's not a definite day one for me yet. Out of my 4 games, that's the one that's not a definite day one.
I didn't ask if it was day one. I said, is that going to be a whole podcast from us? Just going back and forth.
I don't know. It depends when I get the game.
Oh.
That's why I'm saying like it's not a day one because like it could be a day one, but I need even though they've sold me, I know I'm getting it. I just don't know when I'm getting it. Because like I need to see reviews.
Forward it.
You what?
I said I day negative forward it or whatever the friggin' hell.
Oh yeah.
I got the whatever edition for early access.
Yeah, I'll never buy early access for something. I'll wait.
I will because it usually works out for me, and I can have more days off.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I
Because
just
that's
won't
how
buy
my
into
work week
that
works.
because I don't think there's no amount of money that I can justify to be like I get this 2 days early. Like that's whatever. Like who cares? I can wait. I've waited this long. I might as well wait longer. And most of the time, if I want like the stuff, like even if I bought Astrobot, I did. I already bought Astrobot. But even if the edition I got was like play 3 days earlier, I'd be like, yeah, maybe, but I'll probably just wait so I can play with everybody else or whatever. But yeah, um, but yeah, that's cool. So yeah, maybe I'll just see your impressions. I'll watch you play a little bit and then
There you
go from there. Honestly, it's probably gonna be a podcast.
go.
There's probably gonna be a point where we're gonna talk about it. We'll all have games to talk about later this year. There's all games coming out. So again,
A whole
2024
bunch of
turned out to
stuff.
be not a bad year.
Oh,
Started
Angry
off
Foot's coming out
trash.
too.
Yeah,
Shit.
year
A
started
lot
off
of indie games
trash.
that could potentially come out. Oh yeah.
Do I have any? I don't know if I have anything I'm
Astrobot, you just
waiting
said.
for.
Don't go back on it
Yeah,
now.
other than
You got to play
that.
Playroom though. I'm telling you, it's great.
Yeah.
If you really like a platformer, Playroom's fantastic.
Yeah, when I was watching the trailer, I was like, well, it's been so long since we've got like just a simple fucking platformer game.
Yeah,
Aside from the
Sackboy.
the PS5 one that came with the PS5.
I will tell you, it's still the best use of the controller.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No doubt about that.
No game has used the controller better, which is shocking that it's been almost 4
Even after
years.
all this time.
Yeah. Honestly, by the time the new one comes out, that's
Yeah.
probably going to be the best use of the controller. So, can't wait.
Yep.
Can't wait. Yeah, Playroom definitely worth a play. It's only like 5 hours too, if that. So,
Okay.
highly recommend. But yeah, I'm sure there's something for you later this year if there's not any of the ones we named.
I mean, the Elden Ring DLC is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I know that,
That's
but
coming out.
are you even at a point in that game where you can even access it?
I don't know.
Because I saw a stat where it's like 35% of players aren't even able to access it yet. They're not at that point or something.
I wonder if you have to actually like get to the final boss or something.
Or
like
only
that,
37% of players are able to access the DLC. There's like something. I don't know.
It might be like beating the game one time or something to be able to access it. I'm not that close.
I would hope it's
I
not.
think I'm
You
like
have to beat
halfway
the game.
through. So I'll have to.
I think it's time to stop watching stuff and start playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what he does. He'll go through watching a bunch, and then all of a sudden he'll be like, "Okay, I put 87 hours into Elden Ring on Tuesday," and we'll be like, "Sir, that's not possible." And then he shows us the game clock, and we're like, "How the fuck?" And then for like 3 months, he'll be like, "Okay, I watched every show that came out in Korea in 2017." And we're like, "That's not possible." And then he shows us, and we're like, "How the fuck?" I get it. It's how it is. You go back and forth. It sucks liking all types of media.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, fuck, I can't wait for the bear. Oh, shit, I got a platinum Lego. Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
I still got to watch Shogun.
Yeah, like I think I'm pretty sure Genesis plays more, like way more than he watches stuff, right?
Yeah, he does. When he watches stuff, it's usually with his wife. And even if it's not, we'll watch like a few episodes of an anime. But that'll pop up like every few months.
Yeah.
Or he'll be watching like some animated stuff with his kids or like some kid friendly shit. But like
So he definitely prefers playing
or watching
more
DuckTales
than...
with me.
Yeah, or watching DuckTales with Kevin. Not watching X-Men 97, even though I'm fucking a billion fucking time piece of shit. But like he'll get there. Maybe one day. Probably not. I sent him a YouTube video that's like 37 seconds long, and he doesn't even watch that. So whatever, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I know. I have to pull his arm to watch any of that.
I refuse to do that with most people. I'll do that with Casey or whoever. It doesn't matter. I don't even care. Nobody's watching this anymore. I'll do that with Cuff, but only because he'll send me shit and I'll watch all of it. And then he'll go, I didn't watch that. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. Because anytime somebody sends me something, I watch it.
Yep.
I always watch it. Even if I'm like, I have no idea why they sent me this 2.5 hour documentary about testing lawn chairs, but all right, I guess I will. So, Casey sent me.
Animations I sent?
No, you sent that to the group. That doesn't count.
Oh.
It sounded like you were talking to Desinoto about them anyways.
The one.
Yeah, that's not for me. But I have seen like some of those in the series. Like the only ones I really like are the Helldivers one.
Did you watch the new one I sent?
Yes, the most recent one. Yeah.
Yeah. So great.
I think they're not as funny as they were.
All right.
I think the first like 3 were funny, and then every single other one has been hit or miss for me.
Gotcha.
Or it has like one really fucking hysterical scene, and then the rest of the video is so like mid. Like what's that one where the oh god, it's not, I don't think it's the most recent, it's the one before where
I think so.
There's one scene that was
like, wow.
Oh my god, it killed me. But there was one thing that was so funny. I don't, what the fuck was it? Where the guy who was really good, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's not the most recent, but the second most recent.
Yeah, the second most. Yep.
Yeah, there was one scene in that one that got me. The rest of it I didn't care for. Can't remember what it was.
Pull it up.
Damn.
We'll watch it again.
Yeah.
I'll help you out.
All right, I'm gonna end the podcast. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for something else. We'll talk about something, I'm sure.
Wait for something else.
Yeah, we'll talk about something. Genesis will return. I'm sure he'll want to express his opinion about the Nintendo Direct that he didn't watch, but he'll be mad about it in some way. But maybe he's calming down. He says he is, and I think he is a little bit about stuff.
PlayStation, so.
No, I like the PlayStation 1. The PlayStation 1 was okay. So, PlayStation's selling well. Company-wise, PlayStation's doing fine. Communication-wise, they're doing better than they were, but it's never going to be to a point where I'm happy. But we'll see. Give it time. But all right, thanks for watching, everybody. Follow us at whatever. If you're watching us, you already follow. You know how to follow. You know how YouTube works. Thumbs up, subscribe. I see the broadcast. Nobody's watching, so it's like yelling into a empty void, similar to my heart. But our hearts will be filled later this year when all them games come out, and then Desinoto will die of an enlarged heart when Metroid Prime 4 comes out. All right, that was a little rude, but he's excited, so we'll allow it. Okay, bye.